Bonjour à tous, ici Sprealex et bienvenue dans ce 45e épisode de Let's Play sur Breathedge. Alors, on a réussi à faire la protection anti-astéroïde, on vient la placer, je sais pas où. Voilà. Atteindre la station d'accélération, très bien.
If the friend or foe system works and we are not destroyed on our approach to the accelerating station, of course.
Eh ben on est parti. Hein. Ah, c'était là-bas, d'accord. Donc, eh bien on va essayer, on verra bien. Est-ce que je vais me faire détruire avant de pouvoir faire mon saut ou pas? C'est la question. Allez, 3000 mètres.
There's the accelerating station. It doesn't seem to be active though.
Pas besoin de réparer pour si peu.
We've received a friend or foe identification request from the security systems. I hope the unreadable number will really help. It works! The security system keeps sending us the request, but it's not taking any action. Great! Why are there so many coffins here?
Alors, oui, le système ami ennemi a l'air de fonctionner, mais les systèmes anti-astéroïdes a l'air de fonctionner également. Donc attention, il y en a un
I can't
là-dessus.
tell what part of the ship this is, but there's something going on here. All my sensors are registering an incredible electrical activity.
Très bien. Donc là-bas, il y a... Voilà. Très bien. Ok, les gros canons ne tirent plus. Ça, c'est bon.
The station is inactive but intact. Probably it has no power. I suggest we find a place to dock and look around. What an old communications spaceship. It's the same age as the debris at the station with Breathedge cores. The service airlock, it's intact. This is the liner's debris for sure, but I can't identify it.
D'accord. Hop. Ok, on y est.
Another closed door. How original. I think they could have come up with something more interesting than that.
Hop, on va scier.
I wish I hadn't said anything. What the? I take my words back. I wish it was another closed door. Enough with this originality.
Bon, avant de continuer, manger un petit peu. Voilà. Hop. Et on est parti. Ah, petite sauvegarde.
The accelerating station is connected directly with those wires. Or with these ones. But it definitely is connected, which means you can restore the power supply. Apparently, the coffins were pulling the wires, but someone killed them all.
D'accord. Mais les cercueils me font peur quand même. Oh là! Un thermos pour la soupe de l'espace avec une tétine. Il avait été principalement conçu pour les enfants, mais généralement les gens essaient de ne pas emmener les enfants dans l'espace, de sorte que cette tétine est devenue populaire auprès de la génération plus âgée. C'est durable, pratique et ne tâche pas la barbe.
I assume only a robot could have killed another robot with a thermos.
Il y a quand même eu de la résistance, hein.
What an impressive size of this hall. I assume that we're in the classified modules of the liner that belong to its central core. Only the chosen ones, like your grandfather, could admire them.
Ok.
Be careful, there's some activity ahead.
D'accord.
It looks like some of the coffins are still functioning.
On va éviter d'utiliser des charges pour rien, hein. Très bien, ça en fait en moins. Ouais, là je serais bien obligé. Ok.
What strange equipment? I can't say for certain what it is, but it looks like some old data processor with basic artificial intelligence. It's likely that Coffins unplugged the accelerating station, plugged this thing in instead, and tried to... I have no idea what they were trying. We just need to plug in the accelerating station.
Voilà, c'est mieux.
It looks like there's a powerful, deadly, and unstable power source behind this airlock, and we need to get in there, of course.
Scanner, j'ai besoin d'un scanner, forcément.
Hidden burglar-proof hinges. Mechanical action isn't possible.
Voilà.
Judging by the encoding, there's a high-pressure hydraulic drive system built in here. We won't be able to move the doors apart. The gates are recessed into the floor and have bastion armored floor coverings. All the electronics are protected by double encoding and a hidden duplication system. The estimated average hacking time is 2 million years. At least 6 layers of a 6th class durability alloy. My sensors can't get any deeper than that. And here's its weak spot. Well, compared to the rest of the solid mass of the door, if we try very hard, we can leave quite a decent dent here in a couple of years. Probably.
D'accord, et
I
maintenant...
think now I understand how these gates work. We need to check the central locking valve. Yes, I figured
SOS.
out how to open it. For starters, we need 3 live hamsters, 2 electrical tapes, a bottle, a grenade, about 20 kilograms of metal, wireframe, 2 motors but not too powerful, paint, or rather part of a paint spray can, and some small iron balls, only 200 or 300 of them. Unlocking. This game is worthless.
Ah, je
No,
sens que...
seriously. Why is there a door on a secret and protected object that you could just... Ooh. Forget about the door. I can't believe it. This is an additional small core of the liner unnamed. It's still working. Unbelievable.
D'accord, mais qui m'a ouvert?
Caution.
Ouais.
There's a coffin on the control platform. It seems that this coffin destroyed all the others. I think that it's... No, it can't be. But the signal was lost. How is this even possible?
Ah, c'est cercueil du grand-père.
Still, there's no doubt. It's definitely him. It's your grandpa. The coffin with your relative died in a battle with other coffins. I don't understand anything anymore. I know it's not easy, but we need to check him out.
Examiner le cercueil du grand-père. Preuve
My dear
compromettante.
man, if you're reading this now, it means that I didn't succeed. But you noticed my note on the fridge, or on the mirror, or in the corridor, or on the dresser, or on your forehead. I'm sorry, I tried to leave them everywhere possible. You must stop the flight of the liner, ASAP. I've been working as an engineer at the Scientific Research Institute of Space Development for nearly 58 years. And in the last several years, we have been fulfilling orders for the Breathedge Funerary Agency. I haven't told you much about my work. I'm so sorry. But it's not that important right now. I started to notice that the Breathedge Agency was making odd requests, and I conducted my own investigation. Now I'm sure they're not who they say they are. Breathedge is perhaps the biggest and most dangerous fraud in human history. Please, take this recording and our chicken to Boris Gromov. You do remember my old friend at the investigation department, don't you? Today I'll try to get closer to them. I need hard evidence. I love you, Grandpa. And don't forget to feed the chicken. She is the key.
Breathedge? No, I don't understand.
Il
So
fait
all
mon
of this could have been
cercueil.
avoided if you had at least washed your face? I don't know what to say. But it doesn't matter now. The main thing is that your grandpa knew something about the coffins, the disaster, and the company that created me. I'll try to decipher the tape and wait in case you want to bury your relative.
Enterrer votre grand-père, d'accord. Comment? Où dois-je aller?
Put him over there on the emergency eject platform. I should have recommended that the funeral protocol be followed and that you take the deceased to the shuttle, but with such damage to the coffin, your relative's body would soon simply spill out all over the deck. He didn't deserve this. Now we need to open the airlock and pay our last respects to this great man.
Allez, on va appuyer sur F pour respecter. Pipi. Non. C'est dégueulasse.
He's been caught up in the planet's gravity. How beautiful. Wait a second.
Faites
What
attention,
is a neutron
il y a
bomb?
une bombe à neutrons. Oups. Ah
Oh,
oui.
seems like reading notes isn't your thing. To be honest, I've no idea what fine you might get for destroying a potentially habitable planet, but I'll be melted down into a toaster. I'll definitely be melted down. What a shame. Or maybe. Can we just forget everything? Activating partial defragmentation of the data. Beep, beep, beep. Defragmentation complete. What happened to this planet? It was like this when we got here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Okay then. I don't have a defragmentation function. It's time for us to get out of here and hope we die before the justice system gets to us.
Ok, bon. Pauvre planète.
It's Hurricane. Given the circumstances, I'm even more certain that this is another hoax and we shouldn't be distracted by her. Besides, she knows that we blew up the planet. Now we need to focus on activating the accelerating station and getting to the central core to activate the warp acceleration. I suppose that the blue wire leads to the accelerating station because it's written on it.
Allez, frappez.
Whatever you did it right. Now you only need to do the same thing to a couple of more places on the wire, and then the small core will be able to power the accelerating station. So, I couldn't decipher the compromising evidence, but I copied its contents so you wouldn't lose them. Now I think it's time for us to sum up everything that happened. Your grandpa was investigating a global conspiracy in Breathedge, but he died, leaving behind a programmed killer robot with compromising evidence. You, how shall I put it? You weren't able to find your grandpa's warnings on the note stuck to your own forehead. You took his dead body directly on board the liner unnamed, which he clearly didn't want to get on. A few hours later, the liner was attacked by the Green Universe, who was tricked by someone and used for that someone's own purposes. The Green Universe, apparently, goofed up, so the liner crashed into an old station and exploded. Then hundreds of coffins got activated, turning into aggressive robots that killed the survivors. Your grandpa also got activated and wanted to pass the compromising evidence on to someone he knew, but died a second time. Now we have this compromising evidence, and the killer robots clearly know about it. Don't you think we're at risk?
C'était relativement bien résumé. Moi j'aurais résumé plus simplement, c'est la merde.
Poke the handy scrapper here.
Tapoter.
Great. There's
Voilà.
one more left.
Donc on retourne en arrière, hein. On se rapproche du vaisseau.
You need a handy scrapper here. Wonderful. You powered the accelerating station somehow, but I don't feel like explaining how. It's time for us to get back to Normandy before more coffins arrive. The accelerating station is active, so get close to it while I prepare for acceleration.
Je dois aller où? Là-bas. Hop. Qui me tire dessus? Toi.
Wait a second. The next autopilot point has the same coordinates that Babe sent you in the last message. So she called Captain Shepard for help too, since he marked her coordinates? This definitely doesn't bode well for us.
D'accord, bon bah, façon. Qu'est-ce que je dois faire? Bah, je ne sais pas. Allez, saut spatial.
Alright, let's go. I'll try not to reboot.
Allez, prochain chapitre. Donc, enfin, prochain chapitre, prochaine zone plutôt. On est déjà à plus de la moitié du jeu, il me semble. Hein.
It worked. I rebooted anyway. Hate acceleration.
Bah, chapitre 3.
We seem to have arrived. However, I have some good news and some bad news for you. The good news is that you've learned to control the steering wheel very well. And the bad news is that you're no longer in control of Normandy. It looks like an old magnetic acceleration airlock system, and the autopilot has taken over the control for forced docking. I don't know much about magnetic airlocks, but we probably won't be allowed to disengage without remote clearance for departure.
D'accord.
Of course, your interlocutor can't be here. It's the debris of an old space station of the Breathedge Funerary Agency. We've been in such a station before. No, one thing still bothers my mind. Like, I can imagine you, but how could Captain Shepard have bought into this babe's messages and routed a course here? This is beyond my understanding. We have arrived. As I said before, the magnetic acceleration airlock system requires departure clearance. We're stuck in here.
Ok, bon ben... Allons voir, hein.
Yes, now there's no doubt that this is an old magnetic airlock with an active acceleration system. I recognize some of its parts. We'll have to find the airlock control center if we want to leave.
Je vais d'abord vider mes sacs. Vas-y, bien épique là. La musique. Voilà. Ici, l'épreuve compromettante et le truc de soupe. Très bien. Voilà. Bon. Je viens de boire. Allez, on est parti. Je prends de quoi me protéger. Hein.
Apparently, the airlock hasn't been used for a long time. Now we just need to find the control center and try not to make any noise.
Ouais, ne pas faire de bruit. Allez, on recommence.
Okay, I guess we can forget about the ladder and just find the control center. We've been to the debris at this station before. I recognize the outdated components manufactured by Breathedge 50 years ago.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là-dedans? Ok, des ressources.
Both shot in the back of the head, about 30 years ago, judging by their mummification.
Oula. C'est vrai que c'est légèrement momifié ici, hein. Oh, je vais prendre des ressources, allez. Très bien.
Coffins from the 20s. We've seen similar ones before. I recommend that you be extremely cautious, as somebody may have already discovered us and prepared a cunning trap. This door doesn't creak. Maybe we'll even manage to sneak in.
Ah d'accord, et là je me retrouve Oh.
The masquerade is over, weak human. Prepare him to interrogation. Prepare with pain.
I'm confused. It's not Babe, is it?
Well,
Et donc là on est de retour au début.
at last you tell truth. I believe you. But
Oui.
it is not save you. You humans always to ruin everything. Everything went so smoothly. Our creator, under guise of a cosmic funeral, created an invincible army of robot coffins. Green Universe needed to stop the liner. We killed all, captured the core, and connect to the Great Mother Station. Power of the core allows our creator to control grand attack of dolphins across the galaxy and take over the power. But humans from Green Universe were not able to execute simplest job and destroy our center with the liner and damage our Great Mother Station. Idiota. But it does not matter. War already began. Since you not pass compromising evidence in time, the humans cannot prepare. The main attack will not be centralized without the core, but we are many. And we still capture the world for our creator. And you die. Take away and prepare for disposal.
Hey, it's not time to sleep. Can you feel my electrical zaps? Try to get up. We need to do something. Come on, get up. Quietly.
Why does it move?
Shoot!
You didn't prepare it. How do you wake up? You supposed to lie. Your body must not move. You spoil embalming compound.
Oula.
But it does not matter. Well, since you are so cling to life, weak human, before you die, I want to show you something. Yes, before you die, I'll show you this. And you cannot skip it. Whatever you do, you cannot skip these crawling letters.
Oh.
Press it, quick! It doesn't work. Does this game have any mechanics at all? It looks like this was our last chance. I feel sorry it ended like this. It was a pleasure spending time with you.
It's time to finish, weak human.
Oh,
So that's where it went.
je
To be
hais
honest, I
les...
thought we were done for good, but I should never underestimate your talent for breaking things.
Ah oui, c'est celui-ci qu'on a envoyé.
I doubt the hinges on the bars are any stronger than anything you've destroyed before.
D'accord. Je hais ces foutus robots. C'est le truc qu'on avait envoyé il y a longtemps déjà. Qu'est-ce que je fais?
Have we really found the owner of the ship that saved us? The handwriting is identical. It's nothing but fate that brought him here.
Bien, je ne sais pas comment j'ouvre. Ah bah.
Apparently,
Okay.
there were a lot of critical failures in their brains, holding up without maintenance for so long. It's a mystery how they still function.
Donc, en gros, je sais pas sur quoi je dois tirer, mais je pense que la solution c'est le flingue. Ouais, trouver la sortie, trouver la sortie. Moi je veux bien, mais... Bon, on va dire que c'est pas le flingue de la sortie. Mais alors c'est quoi? Ah, la charnière a cassé.
careful. We don't know how many of these coffin bots are left here.
C'est bon, le chef est déjà mort. Enfin, j'imagine que c'était le chef. Ah, petite sauvegarde. Et bah ça fait la demi-heure justement, donc c'est très bien. On va s'arrêter là pour cet épisode. On continue dans le suivant. En attendant, eh bien, merci d'avoir regardé. J'espère que ça vous a plu. N'hésitez pas à me dire ce que vous en avez pensé dans les commentaires. Mettez des pouces en l'air, abonnez-vous pour ne pas rater la suite. Et portez-vous bien. Bye.